Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World of Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at a game that I had in my Batchat, which is the French Tier 10 medium tank. Now this map is fairly simple. If you spawn in mediums, you generally go field and you duke it out there just because you don't want to be facing heavy tanks frontally, as generally heavy tanks tend to go towards the city. However, in this case, seeing how little presence we had in the field, I told the MX-30 to retreat, and I myself started running back into the city for obvious reasons. Again, one of the things you should always remember is, if you are outnumbered on a specific flank, it's better to save your tank, go with the rest of your team, instead of just throwing it away and doing something on your own. So, in my Batchat, I go into the city. Now, Batchat is not really super good in the city just because a lot of people can see you coming. You can't really flank a lot of people easily without being shot. So at this point, I was just kind of like biding my time, hoping to find an opening that I could exploit. Now I'm looking in front of me and I see a bunch of heavies overextending, and I tried to take out the E75 first, but somehow I bounced his side, probably low rolled on my pen. And then I move further and see the 50B coming out again. I put one shot into him, and second shot takes him out. At this point, I start my reload process, and now we look for more targets of opportunity here. Now again, like, the Batchat's really good. I love playing this tank, but it requires a certain degree of paying attention to what's happening around the map. You can't just play this tank without paying a lot of attention. You have to make decisions, and those decisions certainly either lead to you having a very good game or having a very bad game. I see the Batchat's in the open. I'm trying to put some shots into him. The Batchat realizes at the last moment that I'm actually aiming for him. I bounced my first shot. As he's retreating, I put my second shot in. Third shot. And before I can put in my last shot, he gets taken out by one of our teammates. So, that's the end of the Batchat right there. Now I see the M103 moving up to my right along with a Leo PTA. So I'm deciding at this point how to defend against them. Autoloaders are very good at like defending position just because the enemies have to come towards you. They give you chances to fire at them, and generally cover is sparse when you're defending just because you're going to pick a position where line of sights are generally open. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see which way they're going to cross, and they're probably going to YOLO for that Panther 2 in front, so I'm going to try and put as much hurt as I can. I fire at the Leo PTA and then fire at the M103. If the Leo PTA was in front of the M103, I would have actually not fired. I would have backed up because it's better to save your health. Now with 2 shots left, I know I can take out the M103, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And a little bit of rough driving on my part, but the M103 for some reason is firing HE. Panther puts in a shot, and I aim my shot to take him out. And yeah, that's the end of the push that was coming to the railroad tracks. Again, reloading and trying to figure out what's the best course of action at this point. I see the JPC is in the middle, and he's a very obvious target, and Panther 2 seems to be thinking the same thing. So I take the railroads and hope that I'm gonna get around in time and take him out. Now at this point I make a mistake. If I had just taken the right and gone behind the JPC, I would have actually killed him when I reloaded, but at this point I just wanted to play it a little bit safer, and the JPC obviously knows I'm here. I'm gonna stick behind this building until the Panther 2 can distract him enough, or the JPC fires and I go clip him out. So the JPC is again thinking that I'm here. I decide I'm gonna back up a little and, you know, see if I can put shots into things crossing in the middle. I get no easy shots at this point, and I'm not really spotted. JPC probably thinks I've gone away by this point, but I'm just sticking around here. He tries to go for the Panther 2, and that's when I jump in, put my 3 shots into him, and take him out. this point, I was thinking of what to shoot next. The T-110E4 presents a good opportunity. I put one shot in his side. He backs up before I can put my second shot in, so I decided at this point, since the E4 actually fired, it would be a terrific opportunity to take out the E1, who I had noticed was on fairly low health on the other side. So I'm just gonna hold my shot until I get to his side. I'm not gonna fire until I know I'm at his side and I'm gonna pin what I'm shooting at. So with that done, I reload again, and now I'm just gonna wait. And the only tank that I can like see on the map is the not the T-54, sorry, the T-110E4. But I know there's an RHM coming behind us, so I'm just trying to figure out which way he's going to approach. So at first I thought I would take on the E1, but there's just two main tanks around him, and he's gonna die before I reload. So Roomba gets spotted in the middle, and I'm just gonna sit here and ambush him. One shot, second shot, and third shot, pin him. And that's the end of the Roomba. Now, instead of reloading again, I now have two shots, and that would make it relatively easy to take up the RD. I go south to just see where the RD is. I can't see where the splash of the RDs was coming from, so I can't actually predict where he would be, but I thought I would just check the usual places and then go into the field and figure out where he is. And you know, we find him in the field somewhere at the end, but that's just about it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to show you, like, if you know you have a weak flank, it's certainly better to just sort of like play on the flank that you're have more support on, especially with tanks that require a lot of support like Batchat, because you're gonna be reloading for a while. And if you like what you see, feel free to like and subscribe, and you know, you can always donate to the channel, and I will see you on the next episode of Playing World of Tanks.